European unity. His comments come as European leaders led by France and the UK are drawing up plans for a new peace deal with Ukraine that will be presented to the American President Donald Trump in an attempt to act as a bridge with Washington.
This will be vital for protecting critical infrastructure now and strengthening Ukraine in securing the peace when it comes.
The European Union and the United Kingdom have risen with strength and unity, marking a defining moment in history, standing firm in their commitment to Ukraine. As we witness these extraordinary developments, it is clear that a new chapter is unfolding. While certain forces aim to sow division and spread misinformation, the reality is evident to those who seek the truth. This is not just about Ukraine, this is about the future of democracy, sovereignty, and the fundamental principles of justice. Today we analyze the reactions, the strategic moves, and the resounding message sent by European leaders. The latest meetings, held with purpose and order, have concluded with outcomes that will shape the trajectory of this war. As we speak, President Zelensky is meeting with King Charles, a symbolic moment reflecting the unwavering support of the free world. The attempts to fracture alliances, to manipulate narratives, and to mislead the public will not stand against the overwhelming unity that has emerged. We see this unity growing, with leaders stepping forward to reaffirm their commitments. The misinformation campaigns portraying Ukraine as weak, corrupt, or desperate are nothing more than distractions, designed to shift focus from the real aggressor in this war. Now let's address the response from Moscow. Predictably, the Kremlin is reveling in the internal disputes of Western nations, hoping to use these fractures to its advantage. Their silence is strategic. They do not need to say anything when certain figures in the United States are already doing their work for them. The attempts to derail support for Ukraine, to undermine its leadership, and to cast doubt on its sovereignty are not coincidental.
Tooth and nail against aid to Ukraine. Russia seething tonight as that aid appears to be headed to Ukraine as early as later this week. Fred Pleitgen is out front tonight in Kyiv.
This is a playbook we have seen before, and we see it again now. The truth, however, cannot be buried. Moscow has been closely observing, calculating its next moves, and hoping that the discord in the West will work in its favor. But the reality is that Ukraine's allies are stepping up in ways that Russia did not anticipate. If you appreciate content that brings you the facts without distortion, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with others. Your support helps us push back against misinformation and stand for truth. There is a concerted effort to paint Ukraine in a negative light, particularly within certain factions of the media. They claim that Zelensky is dishonest, that Ukraine is unworthy of support, and that aid to Ukraine is a waste, but the facts tell a different story.
Ніколи не боюсь стільки, скільки потрібно, щоб перемогти у цій нашій вітчизняній війні.
On the ground, Ukraine is standing resilient. Across Europe, support is unwavering. Even in the United States, despite political maneuvers, the majority of people recognize the importance of this fight. The data speaks volumes. Polls consistently show that the majority of Americans side with Ukraine. Despite the noise, despite the efforts to rewrite reality, the truth remains clear. When asked who is responsible for the recent tensions in the White House, the overwhelming response pointed to Donald Trump and his allies. Those who seek to diminish support for Ukraine must contend with the undeniable reality that the world is watching, and the world is choosing to stand on the right side of history. We now turn to the European response. The meetings in London, attended by some of the most powerful leaders in the world, have yielded decisive outcomes. British Prime Minister Starmer, German Chancellor Scholz, French President Macron, Italian Prime Minister Meloni, and many others have reaffirmed their commitment to Ukraine. Their message is clear: there will be no retreat, no compromise on fundamental values, and no acceptance of Russia's illegitimate demands. The European Union will continue to supply weapons, to bolster Ukraine's defenses, and to work towards a just and lasting peace. This is not mere rhetoric, this is a coordinated strategy, one that is backed by concrete actions. The days of hesitation are over. The world is moving forward, with or without those who seek to obstruct progress. This is the moment where action matters more than ever. If you believe in the importance of standing for democracy and justice, hit that like button and share this message far and wide. Your voice, your engagement makes a difference. The commitment to Ukraine is not just about military aid, It is about reinforcing the values that define our world.
And today I'm announcing a new deal, which allows Ukraine to use £1.6 billion of UK export finance to buy more than 5,000 air defence missiles.
European leaders have announced unprecedented financial support, ensuring that Ukraine has the resources it needs to continue its fight. The United Kingdom has committed to additional missile defense systems. The European Union has pledged to increase its military aid. France and Germany are working to develop a new strategy that will provide long-term security assurances. The message is unmistakable. Ukraine is not alone. The notion that Ukraine must negotiate on Russia's terms is being firmly rejected. Europe will not recognize illegitimate agreements, nor will it succumb to threats. And now we arrive at the most groundbreaking declaration of all. The European allies are preparing for deeper involvement. This is not just about sending weapons, this is about boots on the ground and planes in the sky.
With boots on the ground and planes in the air.
The commitment is real, and it is unwavering. Prime Minister Starmer has made it clear, Europe will take the lead in shaping the future of this conflict. No longer will Ukraine's fate be left to distant negotiations. Active participation is now on the table. This is a direct challenge to Putin's ambitions, a statement that the world will not stand by while democracy is under attack. The implications of this cannot be overstated. For years the notion of direct military involvement has been off limits. Now as the stakes continue to rise, the possibility is becoming more tangible. Ukraine's sovereignty will not be bartered away. The alliances being formed are stronger than ever before. The Kremlin underestimated the resolve of the free world, and now they must contend with a reality they never prepared for. For those who have doubted, for those who have hesitated, the time for action is now. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel to stay informed, to remain engaged, and to be part of a community that stands for truth. Your support ensures that accurate information reaches more people, pushing back against the falsehoods designed to manipulate public opinion. The road ahead will not be easy. There will be challenges, there will be obstacles, and there will be efforts to undermine what has been achieved. But history is being written in real time. The choices made today will shape the future for generations. The European Union, the United Kingdom, and Ukraine have taken a stand, and they are not backing down. The world is watching. The question is no longer about whether Ukraine will receive support. The question is about how far that support will go. With each passing day, the answer becomes clearer. This is a battle for sovereignty, for democracy, for the principles that define us. And in this battle, Ukraine is not alone. Thank you for being here, for engaging, for standing on the side of truth. The fight continues, and so does our commitment to bringing you the facts. Like, share, and subscribe, and let's ensure that the world remains informed. The future depends on it.